Hi there, and welcome to a new PropCoach episode with Coach Taco. And today we're going to talk about your listings. Yes, the properties that you have listed anywhere in your listing management system and that you want to get sold as fast as possible. Now, we're not going to talk about here today like which marketing strategy should you be using. Should I be using pictures or videos or things like that? Actually, I want to talk to you, how do you get a listing sold fast? You need to get it like from the moment that a seller decides to give you this property to list. Now you want to sell it fast. Now that doesn't go with good marketing strategies and where do you put it, what platforms do you use. It actually all starts with the seller. It starts with the seller. You need to come into an agreement with that seller, and based on that agreement, you will be able to sell faster, slower, or you won't sell at all. And I want to talk to you about 3 important elements that happen the moment you start discussing with the seller. Not with the buyer, with the seller. So you need to understand that before you take on a listing, are you absolutely sure that this is the right conditions, the right price, what you need to sell fast? Now, let's go to 3 points that are extremely important for you. Number 1, the market. Listing that you are about to take on, if you look at the market, what is your competitive advantage? Is there any competitive advantage? If you put it in the market for a too high price, nobody will buy property overpriced. They just don't. I mean, if you already feel it's overpriced, why are you even taking on this listing? This listing, you will put it somewhere online and there's nothing that will happen to it. Just a waste of time. So before you go in and meet the seller. Now, you didn't get the listing yet, so you are coming to meet the seller to discuss if you can take on the listing. Who are you representing? You are representing the market. You are the market now. You have done the studies, you did your analysis, you know exactly for this type of property what should be the price and how should you put it into the market. The seller would always want to have a higher price. So it's your ability to negotiate with him of, listen, this is what the market says, this is what the seller says. Can you bring a price together that is attractive enough to even put it into the market? Because if a seller won't agree with that and would put it too high, why even bother? You know, you're just going on a mission that is literally impossible. So first of all, look at the market, study the market, understand, is the pricing right, are the conditions right? And if you absolutely feel that the pricing, the conditions is right, that's where you as an agent only accept that listing to put it in the market. And that will definitely help you sell way more faster. You need to be sure, you need to have the full conviction. And this is where I see a lot of agents having trouble because the seller is taking the lead of the listing. What I mean with that is that the seller makes all the decisions. And maybe to you that seems right because you're like, yeah, my client, you know, it's his property, so he should be deciding. But who is the real estate expert here? That's you, right? So you must be able to advise him the right way. You know, if it comes to price, if it comes to conditions, if it comes to strategies, if these are the right conditions, strategies, and price. And if they are wrong, you must be fully convicted in advising your clients for that direction. Now, I had that many times in the past that I had sellers, they were just way overpriced. And I advised them, listen, the price is too high. It's impossible. If we put it in the market, you're only going to be disappointed. And who's going to get blamed? I, as an agent, am going to get blamed. So I might as well just speak the truth right now to the seller and tell him, listen, there's no real use in putting it into the market. And even if you want to try with another agent, you will be equally disappointed. Now, at the end of the day, they're always welcome to try and come back to me later. But you must be certain. If you want to be the expert, you must have the courage to not speak against your sellers, but advise them in a way that helps them move forward. And sometimes that cannot be good news or something that they want to hear, but at least you're speaking truth. You are being real with your sellers. And that is the certainty that you bring to the table. And if you bring that to the table, trust me, your listings will sell way, way faster. Now you have, for example, all this inventory in the market, and now you want to make a competitive advantage. What is it that your buyers look at first? They buy two things. They buy the house and they buy the price. So if they like the house and they don't like the price, you think they're going to buy? Of course not. Both things have to be good. So I always say focus on the conditions and the price. So when the buyer comes in, he needs to like the price already. Now, a lot of sellers have the mindset, let's start high, we can always come down. But that's not how it works. At the end of the day, they already must be attracted to the price. They must see the value between the condition of the home and the price of the home. And if that matches, a buyer would be willing to go into a offer or at least into some form of interest. If the price is already too high compared with the conditions, you know how hard it's going to be to really get some selective buyers for that property? It's going to be almost impossible. So if you want to sell listings faster, you need to have already that buyer's mindset in your head. You need to understand that once I put this on the market, I need to be able to attract my buyers. It must be compelling, it must be interesting, it must be something that they start to desire. But if that price is too high, they're not even going to look at it. They're going to look at it and say, oh, price is too high, skip, next one, and next one. And it's going to completely ruin your marketing strategies. It's going to ruin your reputation. And on top of that, your sellers are going to blame you for it because you were not honest and truthful for them in the first place when you took on the listing. It's going to ruin basically everything that you have done after that. You wasted marketing money, you wasted your reputation, and now you're creating self-doubt. And that's definitely something that you don't want. So my biggest advice and takeaway for this video today is if you want to sell listings faster, make sure you put any listing in the market that is aligned with the market expectations. Second thing, please make sure that you come in with full conviction. You know what you're talking about. Be the expert. And as you are the expert, treat it as with full conviction. And the third thing, of course, is remind yourself that buyers, they need to like the price. They will buy the house and they will buy the price. And you need to align both of them, and that will help you sell properties faster. Now, again, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if you like this video, please leave a comment and of course subscribe here. And remember, Alex and I are always ready to answer all of your questions. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye.